I'll tell you what, I was fully prepared to handle life without Lukaku being at Inter Milan. Brozovic and Lautaro Martinez, however, not exactly prepared for. There's been a bit of a situation. We need to have a talk. Let's get into the episode. Welcome back to Life After Lukaku, guys. I really hope you enjoyed episode 1. Today we'll be kicking off our first couple of league games of the season, and if you do not want to miss another episode from this series, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn notification bells on, and whilst you're here, drop a like on the video because it does really help. Now then, I said we had to have a chat. Let's have that chat. So, I said Lautaro Martinez, don't worry, he is actually still here. I may have scared you a little bit there, but don't worry, he's still here. He still asked for the season. He's wanted by a couple of clubs, but that's not a situation for right now. The issue we're having with him is that he does not want to sign a new contract. His contract runs out at the end of next season, and he is not interested in entering new contract negotiations with us. We need to have a good year to convince him to re-sign, I think. But if the situation is, if it comes to the summer and he's still not interested, we're probably going to have to cash in because we cannot allow him to move for free. That would be disastrous for us. So, yeah, annoyingly, he's also suspended for the first game of the season, so that's gone brilliantly. The other bit of news then is that Marcelo Brozovic, who, like Lautaro Martinez, had no interest in signing a new contract. Well, his contract was actually up at the end of this season. We had to cash in. 22 million quid to Manchester United. Yeah, disappointing, because I thought him and Barella were going to be a really good midfield partnership going into this season. And now he plays for Manchester United. 2 appearances, 7.5 average rating. I'm absolutely furious, to be honest with you. So there has, of course, been some incomings and, as you've seen, some outgoings. Brozovic being the main one from the current squad who has left. The only other one is really worth talking about is Ivan Perisic. He has gone to PSG for £5 million. They weren't prepared to pay any more than that. But at the end of the day, he was on a high contract and we just had to get him off the wage bill. It wasn't really in my plans and I was just happy to get rid of him, to be honest. So enjoy life in Paris, Ivan. I hope you do well over there. Substitute appearance, 1 goal. So he's France is a joke. The other thing as well that I didn't realise yesterday, because it didn't actually show up on the squad screen, but Christian Eriksen is actually unavailable to play at all this season due to the unfortunate incident that happened with him with Denmark in the Euros this summer. He is actually down as unavailable to play for medical reasons until the end of this season. So we can't move him on. Even though he's on a big contract, but given the circumstances, I don't really mind, to be honest. The fact that he's still here, it's completely fine with me. Right then, the ins. I guess that's the part that everyone is looking forward to seeing, and you can probably already see it on your screen there. The big 2 signings are Andrea Belotti. First of all, from Torino, we managed to get him in for around £15 million. Obviously, Belotti is an Italian international with a lot of pedigree in Serie A, and with Lukaku not being here, Edin Dzeko and Alexis Sanchez being the only backups to Lautaro Martinez. We've also got Joaquin Correa on loan from Lazio as well, who's going to be coming in permanently next season, who could definitely play up front, but I see him more as an attacking mid. So I wanted to get a really just solid, competent, experienced striker in to play alongside Martinez. So we also don't have to rely on Dzeko for every single game this season because he's 34. It would be quite unfair. And I think we found that player in Belotti. I'm a big fan of him. I haven't used him on FM in quite a few years, but there's a lot of green there. You can see there with the work rate, the teamwork. He's off the ball, his bravery. He's got everything to be a really great pressing forward, and I think that's the role we're going to use him in this team. I'm a big fan of him, and a 16 finish and 15 composure as well. He should be having a very good season for us. With the players we've got around him, I'm expecting big things from Andrea. So welcome, Andrea Belotti. Right then, so this one is I guess kind of to be expected. We gave Manchester United one of our better midfielders. They had a pretty talented midfielder who Ole Gunnar Solskjaer apparently despises for some reason. So we figured let's bring him over to Inter Milan, over to Italy, and give him a second chance. We saw Jesse Lingard go on loan to West Ham last season and revitalise his career. Maybe we can do something similar with Donny van der Beek here. We have basically got him in. It's a pretty expensive loan deal. Like, the loan fee is £8.5 million, and we are paying just £100. £100. I wish 100k a week on wages. You can see the monthly fees there. 850 grand a week. A month, I should say, for the rest of the season. The loan can't be terminated. I do believe they do, but they do have an option to recall him, I think. I'm not too sure, actually. No, sorry, I apologise. We took that out of the loan deal, and that's why the loan fee went up, because I didn't want him to have a really good season and then to recall him in January, because that would have been disastrous. But I'm pretty happy with this. I think he's a good squad addition. Hopefully, I think he's going to start the next game or the opening day of the season. Hopefully he performs well and he keeps a place in the team. But if not, he's good. He's just a good player to have in the squad whilst we manage, Champions League and Italian Cup and all that sort of stuff. So welcome, Donny. You'll definitely play some football whilst you're here. Don't worry. Next up then is Andrea Papetti. We brought him in from Brescia for about 2.6 million quid. Really happy with this one. Papetti is someone who, especially last FM, broke out as one of these quite exciting young wonder kids. And we thought, let's get him in at Inter Milan. 19 years of age. We said we needed some centre-back cover. He's someone who's not going to be expected to start every single game. But again, in those Italian Cup games, some of those hopefully easier Champions League ties, he can come in, get some experience under his belt and hopefully start developing. So in a couple of seasons, he can be pushing the first team. Obviously, Stefan de Vrij. I don't actually know how to pronounce that, so I'm going to have to let me know in the comment section. But he's getting on a little bit. I'm pretty sure anyway, unless I've just absolutely slandered him. He's 29, so in a few years' time, he's going to start dropping off, and hopefully Papetti can take his role once he's available. The final signing of the window, I'm very happy with. We spoke about left back being a weakness. I think we've got it sorted now. Welcome to Inter Milan for a fee of about £36 million, Robin Gosens. I'm very, very happy with this one. I used Gosens briefly last year on the back end of FM21, and I loved him. I played him as a wide midfielder, funny enough, which I'm definitely, open to trying with this system. I think the wing-backs we've got can either play as decent wide midfielders or just wing-backs. It just kind of depends what we want out of the squad, really. But he can definitely play like anywhere on that left-hand side, really. I think he could even do a pretty decent job as a winger, to be honest. He's got great physicals, like really good pace. The stamina and natural fitness is a big plus for me as well. With the changes they've made to Gegenpress this year, I think having players with that natural fitness and stamina is going to make a huge difference, and they're basically going to have to play a lot more games throughout the season without getting absolutely knackered. So you're pretty much all caught up now with the business we've done in the summer. It's been pretty busy. It's been interesting, but I think we're pretty much set to go into the season. Do we just do it? The crossing's not great, but do we just do it? Oh, I'm tempted, I am really tempted. Do you know what? Screw it. First game of the season, let's give it a go. We'll stick them on wide centre-back as support. We'll leave DeMarco and Dumfries as automatic as wing-backs. Van der Beek and Barella, then making the centre midfield with Hakan Çalhanoğlu, nailed it, in behind Andrea Belotti and Edin Dzeko. Do I want to play Hakan or do I want to play Correa? We're going to start with Hakan in this game, and then we'll bring Correa on and see how it goes. I've actually used this formation, not exactly this exact setup, but I've used a very similar system in my current Twitch save with West Ham, and it's been going very, very well. Which, of course, reminds me, if you're not already following me on Twitch, the link is in the description. It's twitch.tv/m_breezy. As I mentioned, we are currently managing West Ham. It's been a fantastic start to the season, and we're having a lot of fun with it. So I'm live 3 nights a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays from 9 p.m. Come and check out a stream. You'll have a great time, I'm sure. And obviously, while you're over there, follow me as well, so you never miss a notification when I'm next going live. Right then, that's enough waffle from me. Let's get into the first game of the season then. Like I said, we've been given a pretty generous opening day fixture against Venezia. I think if we look at the season preview quickly, you can't really see it, but they are predicted 1,000 to 1 predicted to finish bottom. So hopefully we can get the job done. We're underway then at the San Siro, of course. We are going to be getting a new stadium at some point in the save as well. I know that is part of the board's plans to knock down the San Siro and give us a new stadium, as Andrea Belotti gets us off to the perfect start. 5 minutes into his debut, he introduces himself to the Inter Milan crowd. Lukaku who? Is probably what he's saying to them in Italian, I imagine. But we do lead 1-0. It's a great start. This ball from Barella, by the way, absolutely fantastic. Belotti just racing through. And yeah, lovely finish first time into the bottom corner. It's interesting. I don't really know how this season's going to fare for us as we're coming forward again. I mean, they're going to try and play out from the back here. As they do, but no one's there, and we get the ball back. And now a chance to break forward again with Barella. And he's got options in there. See, Dzeko still a handful for people. Belotti is there again. And it's a second goal of the game. Said third of the season there. I wonder if he's played a game for Torino. I'm curious. I mean, unless that's counted a goal and a friendly. I don't know. But yeah, he's off and running. He's loving life in the Inter Milan shirt after his move from Torino. And it's a lovely header as well into that far bottom corner. Great, but another assist for Barella as well. I earmarked him as one of the players to keep an eye on this season in the previous episode. I think he's going to be absolutely fantastic for us. And yeah, delighted with his start so far as Çalhanoğlu floats it in and Dzeko there goes close. I have noticed that corners seem to be very effective in the game so far this year. Like I said, as of recording, as a day of recording, it's the first time I've actually really got properly into games on FM22, and like I said, as I mentioned it in the West Ham save on Twitch, we've scored a lot from corners, so much so that Kurt Zuma is our second joint top goal scorer. But enough about them. Stefan de Vrij popped up and made it 3-0. Lovely free kick in from Hakan Çalhanoğlu. And, well, in a previous save, one of my centre-backs is up there with the scoring charts. And maybe this year, Stefan de Vrij can be that guy as well. It's a lovely header. But again, Venezia just unable to deal with us. And it's been a pretty much as I wanted it to be so far in that first half. Absolutely dominant from us there. I think this year with the introduction of the wide centre-back, you can afford to play a system like this and still control the game. We're not really doing that possession-wise, but I don't really mind if we're scoring all the goals, to be honest. As the cross comes in, as Dzeko takes a tumble to the floor, it looked a bit innocuous, I have to say, but the referee is going to check it with VAR. Are we about to get ourselves a penalty? We are, and I think this is a chance for Andrea Belotti to bury a hat-trick on his debut, and it might even be a perfect hat-trick, I think. I mean, one of the goals was with his head, so I mean, it hasn't come on text commentary, so probably not. But what a debut from Andrea Belotti. I mean, the goalkeeper's committed himself early, and Belotti's a brilliant penalty into the top corner, sorry. What a debut from this man. Inspired piece of business from me, if I do say so myself. I do like how we're playing here. I've not really seen a lot of Bastoni in that wide centre-back role, I'll be honest. We're playing a much more direct style as... Oh, Andrea Belotti has got 4 in his debut. I think I love him. I think I'm in love. This could be one of the most important signings I've made so far this window. I think we had to get that striker signing correct. And Martinez isn't even playing in this game. If we get these two playing together, oh my good God, it's going to be interesting. We could be going for another one here. I think that was Skriniar there who headed over. Barella into Vidal. I feel like there's a bit of a screamer incoming here. I feel like someone's going to take the risk and just go for goal. But no, we work it back to the centre-backs, and we are just trying to keep a little bit more of the ball here, which we weren't really doing throughout all the game, as Hakan Çalhanoğlu fires over. I think we've got to take this with a little bit of pinch of salt. We've got to remember that this team are new promoted from Serie B, so obviously we do have a tough run of fixtures coming up. As Andrea Belotti has scored 5. As far as debuts go, it's not bad, is it? What a start to the season. As I was saying before, we've got to take this with a pinch of salt. There's going to be much harder games coming up than this one, but... I think just as a morale booster to get such a big win on the opening day, it's going to set us up hopefully for a really good season. As Dumfries back to Vidal, surely not 7. I told you. Did I not tell you? There was a screamer incoming in this game, and Nicolo Barella is the man to provide it. It's a wonderful strike into the top corner. What is the goalkeeper doing there? He's just conceded his 7th goal of the game. He's doing some sort of like Michael Flatley-esque routine on his goal line. It's very strange behaviour. Barella, one touch out of his feet. And the goalkeeper's just not saving that. It's crisp as anything, that strike. 7-0 to Inter Milan on the opening day. It almost feels unfair at this point, I'll be honest, on Venezia. But yeah, we'll take that. We play Genoa next, away from home. Genoa are a little bit more established in this division, so you've got to expect a bit more of a competitive game, I suppose. I mean, if we go out there and score another 7, I'm definitely not going to complain about it. But yeah. We'll advance forward to the Genoa game, and we'll see how we get on in our first away trip of the season. So I completely forgot that I had accepted a bid for Alexis Sanchez. He is going to be leaving the club. He is going to Fiorentina. £3.9 million is the overall fee. I think some of that is instalments, as we're getting 2.7 up front, and we're paying 24 grand a week of his wages up until the end of his contract, which is end of next season. So not ideal, but he's just not going to fit anywhere in my team. I'd rather cash in and get those wages off the books. And as a result of that, it'll be interesting to see what that's done for our wage budget as the Champions League group stage come up as well. Bloody, it's all happening in today's episode. Blimey. Maybe. I mean, I said much wouldn't happen on deadline day. Don't rule it out at this point. I think, again, anything that happens on deadline day will happen in the next episode. But if anything does happen, I'll be sure to show you guys, and you can see it all happen live and experience the new deadline day that's been introduced in FM this year. Champions League then, we are Group 1, Seed 1, I should say. So let's just skip forward quite quickly and see what group we're in. So we're in Group D. Real Madrid, PSG, and Juventus, Man United, and Liverpool, and Dortmund, all in Seed 2. So this is going to be fun. It's Liverpool. That's not good. Who are we going to get then as the 3rd seed? Salzburg. Okay, that's one that we should be getting past pretty comfortably. And then the 4th seed is going to be Dynamo Kiev. So, okay. The Liverpool one Liverpool being in there isn't great for us, but I think having Dynamo Kiev and Salzburg in there, we should be able to get out of that group pretty comfortably. The team is going to be largely the same then. Robin Gosens and Lautaro Martinez coming in, and the only real 2 changes, and Belotti is going to be playing that pressing forward role, as opposed to the advanced forward role that he was playing in the last game. I think regardless, he'll still be it'll still be pretty good. Maybe not 5 goals good, but good. I don't know about you, viewers. I feel that whenever you win a game by such a comfortable scoreline of 7-0, all you can really say to your team is go out there and pick up from where you left off last time. Hopefully, I mean, if that is the case, then we're going to have a fantastic season. I know they've got Caicedo up front. I think he's been pretty good in previous FMs. I recognise Crescito and Maximovic as well. So again, Genoa fairly experienced at this level, so it's not going to be as easy as the last game, but we should still have enough to get past them. Let's see how this one pans out, I suppose. Okay, it's an early throw-in, deep in our half, and we've thrown it straight to Caicedo, and they nearly score. That would have been a disastrous start. Oh, boys, we can't lose our game after winning 7-0 in the previous one. That just can't happen. Like, look at the match stats. It's definitely a lot more even. Like, same amount of shots, same amount of XG. It's near enough identical. We've got a corner, though. Hakan swings it in. And it is that man again, Andrea Belotti. It's 6 goals in 2 games. 1-0 away at Genoa. After the start we could have had to go 1-0 up, you definitely take it. We're forward again here. Belotti out to Dumfries. I know Goosen's picked up a knock, which is a concern. Dumfries charging into the area. People in there. Belotti's shot is blocked. And Goosen's fires over. We're just very good, I think. Goosen just has a damaged heel. He should be okay. Like, we'll keep an eye on it, but he should be able to play through it, hopefully. As the corner comes in again, headed clear this time. But Barella first onto it. And now driving back into the penalty area. The cross comes in. Hakan Çalhanoğlu at the back post. It's another assist for Barella. It's the first goal for Inter Milan for Çalhanoğlu. The former AC Milan midfielder as well, let's not forget. So, I mean, he switched allegiances. But I'm sure the fans won't mind it too much if he's putting those in on a regular basis. 2-0. I couldn't have wished for a better start to the season so far, I'll be honest. I mean, bloody hell. That's all I can really say. It's been very good. Is that bloke down there? Was Caicedo just celebrating that goal there? That was very peculiar. It's another throw-in. Van der Beek into Goosen's. Dumfries is there. It's nearly 3-0. Like, we're getting chances from all over the pitch here as we go into half-time. I say it again. I mean, that sort of first 10-15 minutes was quite even, but since the first goal went in, as you can tell by the match stats, it's turned. I'd be very interested, actually, can we even see it on this screen? I don't know if we can see it on this screen, actually. No, we can't. I'll be interested to see the momentum graph after this game and see if the momentum picked up in our favour after we scored, because that definitely seems to be the case. Tell you what, Lautaro Martinez on a 6.6 and looking aggressive. I'm going to pray. I didn't do any shouts in the last game, really. We'll praise him now. Yeah, Lautaro's not really turned up. I'll be honest. The story is Belotti right now, and Lautaro is not really doing enough to shine when Belotti's on the pitch. So much so, I'm actually going to take him off. I'm going to do it. I think we're going to bring Dzeko on, making that target forward, as it's now known in the game, and put Belotti back into that advanced forward role. As far as the rest of the pitch goes, Goosen's obviously had that knock, and he took a bit of a knock in the game as well, so we'll get DeMarco on to replace him. I have to check, actually. How many subs do we have left? Is it 5? We do have 5 subs in this division. Okay, that is really good to know. Let's get Vidal on. And let's also get... Oh, what do you do here, then? Dumfries is looking particularly tired. I think let's get Darmian on, I think. But it's good to know that in Serie A we've got 5 subs. I mean, I'm jumping between a Serie A save and a Premier League save. I'm going to be a nightmare for remembering that. I mean, Genoa coming forward again here. Ekaban with the ball in. It's not really well dealt with from us. And I tell you, if Handanovic has saved that, it's a great save. Headed onto the crossbar. It's their best chance of the game. They're really starting to turn the screw now as the corner comes in. Destro heads clear. I think it's time we shut up shop a little bit. We're going to go... You can't really see me doing this, but we're going to drop down to cautious. I'll go into stats, as you can see. I think we'll go into cautious. We'll drop a defensive line a little bit. And we'll drop the tempo a little bit as well. And we'll just... we'll look to shut the doors a little bit. We're not going to do anything to the shape. We're just going to sort of change our approach out of possession a little bit more. But these last 10 minutes, they are definitely going for it. Another corner comes in, headed clear by Skriniar. I mean, Dzeko, bless him, he's not going to get there, is he? He hasn't got the legs to do it. First time cross in, and again, I'll tell you what, against better teams, this could almost certainly have been 2-2 by now. I think luckily for us, Genoa haven't really had the firepower up front or being clinical enough in front of goal to really peg us back to 2-2. It looks like we're going to see this one out. Belotti's in again. He's been absolutely clattered by the goalkeeper. I mean, I'll be honest, it looked to me like he may have won the ball. It'd be interesting to see if VAR gives this one. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't, because I thought the goalkeeper may have got a touch on the ball there, but they have given the penalty, and I think Belotti... Wait, who's he booking it? Is that a foul on the centre-back then? Oh, so it wasn't the goalkeeper. It was Barashki who fouled him. Fair enough. Well, it's not going to be Belotti to take it. It's going to be Arturo Vidal to step up and potentially give us a 3-0 lead here. Oh, it's a fantastic... I don't know why I earned there. That was really bad. Great YouTube in there, Breezy. Vidal sticks it into the bottom corner. It makes it 10 goals in our opening 2 games, 0 conceded. It's a lovely penalty from Vidal as well. Goalkeeper gets the right way. He's never saving it, though. So far into the bottom corner. And there you have it then, viewers. 3-0 win away from home in a pretty dominant performance. I mean, Genoa put up a much more of a fight than Venezia did. And it was definitely looking a bit ropey for us when they were really pushing to get that 2-1, get back into the game. But thankfully, they give away the penalty. And we come away with a 3-0 win. Andrea Belotti, once again, is just... This season, he's making this season about him. He's taking that responsibility of being Lukaku's replacement, and he's running with it. You do love to see it. What a signing. If I do say so myself. I'm really good at this game. I'm loving it. I'm going to look back at this in a few weeks when the full game comes out. And inevitably, the game becomes that little bit harder, and results start to turn. And people will remember me saying I'm a genius at this game and use it against me. But for now, can't worry about that. I'm just going to enjoy the results. So there you have it then. After 2 games played, we are top of the table with a goal difference of 10. I think even if Lazio, Spezia, Napoli and whoever gets up themselves up to 6 points, they're not going to be overtaking us on goal. Is it goal difference in the Serie A or is it head-to-head? I should probably check that, actually, to be fair. It's head-to-head. Okay, right. So it's not goal difference, or it's head-to-head is the main decider. I just know that's gonna end up haunting me. We're gonna finish the season with like a plus 90 goal difference and still miss out the season due to head-to-head. Oh, I can't be doing with it. I don't know if you can tell, I am giddy, literally giddy that Andrea Belotti is already a success for me. 6 goals in 2 games, just marvelous. Lautaro Martinez though, mate, you're not wanting to sign a new contract. And you put in a 6.6. I think you need to buck your ideas up, Sunshine. I mean, Chelsea, Liverpool, City and Bayern are all interested. And it's all major interest. If bids come in on deadline day and next video is essentially a deadline day episode, it's going to be stressful. So speaking of next episode then, I guess we come back for Liverpool and Juventus. I think as much as people would like to see the Roma game, I think I do have to do some stuff off camera, sort of progress the season forward a little bit more. If anything happens on deadline day, I'll include it in the episode. But we will bring you our first Champions League game at home to Liverpool before travelling to Juventus and taking them on there. And I'll obviously update you on the Roma result as well. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. Hopefully we can maintain our perfect start to this season. So that is going to wrap things up for episode 2, ladies and gents. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you're a bigger fan of Andrea Belotti, as I am. Like I said at the start of the video, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a future video from this series, and turn notification bells on as well, because they're always just very helpful. And whilst you're here, please also leave a like on the videos. It really does help me and the channel out. And as I mentioned earlier, get in the comment section, let me know how your save is currently going for you on FM22, and just go as in-depth as you want. Like I said, I really enjoy reading stories of other people's saves. Until next time then, viewers, I've been Embreezy, and I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves.